and I just put it in. This is a little bit messy, but it's not like I've not been messy before. Hi everybody, welcome to Creative Pouring. I'm Cheryl. Today I've mixed up my Teexpert resin. I've got a round mold and I've got a fake flower. I've had a lot of people ask over the times I've been using resin, can you put fake flowers into resin? This is how I do it. I get my resin mixed up. It's not perfectly debubbled, but it's close. It's warm, so the bubbles are still rising. But to disguise the bubbles, I'm going to put some of my, just a little tiny bit of my crushed crystal in there. It's the Unicorn Art Crushed Crystal. And I just put a little bit in there, just enough to give it a little bit of a sparkle. See it? It's got that nice little sparkle in it, but it's not too much. And I'm going to pour this about halfway full or a third full. Somewhere in there, between a third and a half. And then we're going to take this, and I've left the stem on it. I just plucked it off. I've left the stem on it so that I can cut it off later. But this is so that I can use it to dip it into my resin. I want to dip it in really good. Let it soak up some of that. Then I just go like this, and I just put it in. This is a little bit messy, but it's not like I've not been messy before. And then I tuck all these leaves in. And you can do it with a stick, or you can do it with your finger, whichever seems to work. And just kind of manipulate it to the way you want it to look. Now, I want it to rise a little bit, so I'm going to pour a little more resin in here. Try to make sure there's no bubbles in there. And that's why I dip it before I poured it in there, because I don't want the resin bubbles. See them coming out at the top there? There's a bunch of bubbles right around there. I'm leaving it a little bit blank on top, so I could put a little bit of a color in there versus the clear when it gets cured enough to do that. I'll probably match the green. I'll just probably use some green at the bottom there. And you can tell when there's a bubble on the side because you can see the whiteness. All right, that looks good. Okay, we'll let this sit overnight. And then I'll come back tomorrow with you and put some green in the top. I'll come back and you can see how I do it. Now, we just let it sit and wait till tomorrow. Okay, we'll see you then. All right, that's all nice and cured. I've got my seaweed, which is a green that'll match close to that color. Got a little bit of resin, epoxy resin. It's my same as I used before, the Teexpert. And I'm going to put a little bit more in there. I like the mica powder to be nice and thick. I mean, to be nice and I can't even talk. I like the mica powder to be nice and opaque when it comes to this kind of stuff. So stir it up real good. I didn't need very much of this because it's just a little area. So I'll probably have extras. Okay. Just pour a little bit in here and see how it goes. Oop, I know what I forgot to do. Why didn't y'all remind me? I do this every time. I need to cut this off. And I'm going to use my wire cutters. And I'm going to cut it right at the bottom here. And make sure I have no mica powder on my, mica powder. Make sure I have no resin on my tools because I tend to leave them on there. Let's try this again. Let it go down into the... I have a couple of holes. See, right there? There's a big old hole right there. I'm going to make sure that goes down into it. And that one's not working, so I'm going to get a micro brush. Make sure it gets down in that hole. Okay. There you go. Because a lot of times when you have these, when you pour these round molds, more than one layer, you tend to get bubbles between the layers. And I don't want that because it looks terrible. Because then you have to figure out how to put the UV resin on it and all that good stuff. So let's hope that's good enough. I'm going to have a lot of leftover resin, but that's okay. I'll figure out something to do with it. So let it sit there. Here's a mold. It's a bunch of leaves and stuff. I'm just going to pour this real quick. Let me go ahead and spray it with isopropyl alcohol. That too. There. That way, hopefully, there won't be any bubbles. We'll just see how this turns out. I know that it's just kind of one of those things. I know this mold is not the cleanest, but it'll be all right. All right, I'll be back when these are ready to demold. All right, it's demolding day. Let's go ahead and get these out of here. I'm going to start with the leaves. They turned out really pretty. These were the extras I had from that top part. These would make some pretty jewelry pieces to go into jewelry pieces and stuff. So I'll keep that in mind when I get ready to do that. Now, a lot of people have problems demolding the spheres. I do too. So we're all in good company. What I do is I roll it down a little bit, pull it out, get my 91% isopropyl alcohol and try to get down into that hole to break the seal. See how it's got that white bubble? And just move that around to break that seal. Do it on this side. See, now move it around as best you can. I'm getting as much of that isopropyl alcohol as I can in there because that seems to help. See how all that seals broke off there? Now I should be able to just pop it out. Squeeze. I'm squeezing it tight. And it should pop it right out. I say should, but you know. There it goes. See how it popped out? Now that turned out beautiful. Yes, I know it's on a stand, but that's okay. Look at how it turned out. Doesn't that look gorgeous? See, I did this one before I started filming YouTube. I did this one with a carnation. I have that tape on there because the lights. Let me turn my lights off and show you. See how it lights up? Here we go. Back with the lights. I did that one. It's been in there a couple years, maybe 3. But this one is just as pretty. I don't have any lights in it, but this can be used as either a stand or you can probably put it on a wine bottle. I think that would fit. There's so many things you can do with this. You can use it as a drawer pull. I might turn it into a drawer pull. But, well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this pour as much as I did. I hope you learned from it. If you did, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. Until next time, keep creating and keep pouring. Bye for now.